Hello, Dave Garrett here again with another video tutorial on scheduling. This one is on forward scheduling, and it's another one in this series on scheduling. If you haven't seen the introduction to scheduling, what I recommend is that you go back and have a look at the video tutorial that's called Introduction to Scheduling, and that will tell you or explain to you the difference between forward and backward scheduling. So as before, we have in our system, we have a job in here. We've already set up a job, and the job is called Job 1. And within this job, you can see we have a product here, and this product has 4 steps. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, and Step 4. And you can see here that this product group, this is part of a product group called the 8-day product group. Okay, it's very important to understand what this means. What this means is that this will be scheduled according to the rules that are set up in the 8-day product group. So now let's go back and just have a look and see whether or not we have what our default scheduling is. So we go into Tools, Settings, and you can see here if we click on Scheduling, on the Scheduling tab here, and you can see here as part of this here we've got this ability to set forward scheduling as a default. So I'm going to switch that on. Normally you would use forward scheduling perhaps where you've got a service promise, where you start from a particular day and want to work forward. So you might say, well, we guarantee that we'll have the job completed in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, something like that. So I'm just going to save that. So now forward scheduling is our default. And now I'm going to set up a forward schedule. I'm going to add a new one. So here we go. If we go into Setup, Advanced Setup, Scheduling, Schedules, and you can see I've got no forward schedules here, so I'm going to add a new forward schedule, and I'm going to call this one the 8-day forward schedule. And I'm going to have the product group that it makes up this 8-day forward schedule is going to be part of the 8-day product group. So what that means is that any product that is part of the product group 8-day, like the one that we've got in there called product 1, will now be scheduled according to the rules that we're now going to put into place here. So the rules we're going to have here is that what we're going to do is for step 1, we need to start that 2 days after the job received by date, or finish it. You can have this is either starting or finishing depending on what you want to do. Step 2 is going to be 4 days after the job received by date, and step 3 is going to be 6, and step 4 is going to be 8. Save that. And now you'll see if we go back into our job, job 1, you can see that we've got a job received date here of the 6th. So what we would expect is that step 1 would come on the Wednesday, 2 days forward. Step 2 would come in on the Friday, the 10th. Step 3, the 12th, etc. So let's just have a look and see whether that's what we've got. So I'm going to go View, Scheduling, Schedule. I'm going to update my schedule and then have a look at it. And you can see there that that's what we've done. The 8th, the 10th, the 12th, and the 14th. Now the really nice thing about this is that if I go back into my job, edit my job, and I want to change the dates that was received. So for example, let's imagine I change from the 6th to the 7th. Then you would expect that what's going to happen is that step 1 will now be on the 9th and step 2 on the 11th, etc. Let's have a look and just make sure that that is what happened. Again, I'll go back into View, Scheduling, Schedules, update my schedule, and I'll just have a look at it in the view. And you can see there that it's now on the 9th, the 11th, the 13th, the 15th, etc. There are different ways that you can view these schedules. You can see over here that at the moment I've got this set up as a month. We could look at this as on a weekly basis and see all our weekly steps, or a daily basis as well. Of course, what you'd expect is that these dates, you can move these dates around, so these are fully drag and droppable, so you can move this from the 9th to the 8th, for example, or maybe the 13th to the 14th, and then so you can manually override this and then to there, and then of course then again you'll see in the week you'll still see that these are still drag and droppable here. You can move these around as you wish. And that's about it on with forward scheduling. It's pretty straightforward, and it's reasonably easy to set that up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.